Welcome back. I've noticed I have two really popular videos on this channel, so once again I am going to be mentioning my personal ways as thoughts. Now compared to my other two videos, I'm actually going to do some reasons not to move here. I know there's some people who have commented on my other videos, but I'll try and do my best. Now I know there are some videos out there of other people doing this, but I thought I'd put the perspective of someone who actually lives in Wyoming. Someone from Wyoming should actually make, the reasons as to why they think you or anyone else should not move to Wyoming, or why they don't want to live in Wyoming anymore. Not that I don't agree with some of them, because they did hit some points in some of the videos. People who watch these kind of videos want to know it from someone who actually lives there. Here we go in 10 reasons not overall just don't move to Wyoming. Now, one of the ones I've heard the most, the wind. Wyoming has some of the strongest winds in the country, and that is a fact. I think Chicago is known as the Windy City. Wyoming gets really windy here. Now, other people here don't like it. I love wind. I love it when it's windy. I don't want a tornado or anything, but if it's a really good strong gust, I'll go outside and I'll play. I like the windy weather. Low population. Wyoming does not have a whole lot of people here. In the entire state, we have less than 1 million people. You can literally go an hour drive without going near any people. It's that vacant. The different towns here in Wyoming, Cheyenne and Casper, having the most amount of people. But look at the perspective. Without that long drive, you get to see all the hills we have here. Yeah, we have tall hills, not just mountains. As mentioned before, because of the low population, we only have two cities, Casper and Cheyenne. With Casper's population is only about 60,000 people, and Cheyenne is 64,000 people. And that's our cities. And some of you who come from a much bigger city like California and Arizona area, you're thinking, that's like our town. Yeah, that's our cities. Despite the fact that Wyoming does get some wind coming from the oceans, it's not very warm here, except during the summer, which is only 3 or 4 months out of the entire year. It can get hot here, and it can get really humid here, to the point you thought you took a second shower. On the flip side, our winters can get as cold as negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit. I think that's about negative 34 Celsius for those who are not from the USA. That also includes lots of feet of snow. So if you do not like a lot of snow, or if you can handle only about that much snow, Wyoming might not be for you. Believe it or not, we've actually had some winters, and we have actually been colder than Fairbanks, Alaska, where my husband's from. So if you like skating to your nearest Walmart, Wyoming's for you. Me? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. For some of you who have issues with the whole cowboy look, do not come here to Wyoming. Here, not a fashion statement, okay? Here, get up, whatever you really want to call it. The whole cowboy look is an all day, every day, 24/7 type of thing. Because people here have ranches and farms. It's what they wear when they go to work. It's what they wear when they go to the bar. They go to the grocery store in it. It's a cowboy state. There's cowboys here. So if you don't like cowboys, don't come to Wyoming. Wyoming has some of the highest fatalities on long stretches of roads in the wintertime. But some of that is due to teens texting and driving, and a little bit from drunk drivers. Big deal here. And in case you want to call bull on that, you can look it up. Accidents here are pretty common when it comes to text driving, especially teen text driving, and underage drinkers who cause a lot of accidents. Wildlife is a part of life here. So if you don't like wildlife, yeah, you might have an issue. Because we're not overpopulated, the wildlife like turkey and deer actually come into towns and they will eat your gardens. Now, there's a great deal of people who have lived their whole life within these towns of Wyoming, and they actually fill up the newspapers and different articles online complaining about these wildlife. But from someone from Arizona like me, I actually like it. But then again, I don't have a house where the animal life can destroy destroy my lawn or anything. So if you don't want wildlife in your front yard, or, just don't move to Wyoming. If you're not in particularly a outdoors person, like skiing, hiking, etc., all that other fun stuff outdoors, well, then prepare to become really bored. Most of my kids are very much outdoor people, but they don't like it when it starts getting cold. Now, I don't know what Cheyenne, Casper, or the rest of Wyoming does for entertainment, but you will be sad to know there are no zoos. There are very, very little malls here. There are no theme parks. I think what we mostly have here are dinosaur museums. Yeah, lots of museums with lots of dinosaurs. Oh wait, we have parks. Lots of parks. As I was editing this video, I realized there was one I left out. Food. You're going to be disappointed being here in Wyoming because there isn't a whole lot of variety of food. We do get some Mexican. I think some places might have Thai, but otherwise you're going to have pretty much the buffets, Chinese buffets, and good old fast food. Sorry. And now for the number one reason why you shouldn't move here to Wyoming. Now, you might have seen or heard this on other videos. You might have heard it on radio. You might have read it in an article, Facebook. But this is actually a true fact. It's suicide. Wyoming, I think, as of right now, is either number one or number two state in the entire U.S. that has the highest rate for suicide. It's a true fact. You can Google it. Game and Fish Workforce Services and the Department of Corrections, they're trying to get together and prevent this from happening more often. 64% of all the suicides were done by firearms, and 80% of those were men. There are a few theories. It could be due to the altitude, isolation as another theory as to what it could be, but big one is there is very little help to mental healthness here in Wyoming. In fact, the entire state doesn't even have their own suicide hotline for someone to call. They literally have to get a hold of someone in one of the other states that surround Wyoming. They're still trying to get a hotline here. I mean, they have a walk for suicide that they do here in Sheridan and other parts of Wyoming because they're trying to get people aware that Wyoming needs a hotline here. They need the mental health care here, but it's just not here. So if you're one of the big guys who run Wyoming, get it here. I've actually lost a couple of people here that I've known who unfortunately took their own life. It's a thing here. But yeah, those are the 10 reasons not to move to Wyoming. At least my personal reasons, especially the suicide part. I think Alaska is right in there with this, and a lot of you can understand why Alaska's like that. Well, not necessarily hoping you enjoyed this video, but I hope you found it informative. These were very little offline. These were mostly stuff that came personally from me. There's a little bit there that came from information source. I hope you guys will continue to watch my videos. Please like this video, comment, share it, and I will see you guys on another day. Take care.